Hey guys, welcome to another Ebony Explains. Today I am back with a quick and easy ConvertKit tutorial for you. If you are using ConvertKit and you're like, why is there not a bulk action to unsubscribe cold subscribers? Welcome to the club, because me too. And I actually reached out to ConvertKit and I asked a different question about something different. And then they're like, anything else? And I'm like, yeah, could you guys please add a bulk action for unsubscribing cold subscribers? And the customer service rep was so helpful. He was like, they don't have that feature right now, but it is something they could implement down the road. But in the meantime, here is an alternative. So I'm going to share what I got directly from ConvertKit for how you can automate your unsubscribes from cold subscribers. So in order to do this, you will need to set up a visual automation. And so in order to do that, you just go to automate and then visual automations and then click on templates. And then I don't know why I clicked on templates. I was already on templates. But you want to start from scratch. Okay, so we're going to click empty automation and then start from scratch. And so in order to actually set up this template, what you have to do is you have to set a trigger. So your trigger at the top is going to be a tag. So whenever a tag is added, you want that to be the trigger to put people into this visual automation. And so I'm going to use a tag I already created that is CK code subs, which is going to be cold subscribers. And so this is going to be my event. I'm just going to hit add. If you don't already have a tag, you can create it. All you have to do is just hit the link that says create tag, so that you can actually set your trigger. So basically with this tag, what this says is anytime this tag is added, it's going to automatically add them into this visual automation as the trigger to start this visual automation. The next thing that we want to do is we want to set up a condition for what needs to happen once this tag is added. So I'm going to set up a condition based on email opens. So I'm going to put in 90 days. So if the subscriber has opened an email in the last 90 days, we're going to set what needs to happen based on that condition. Now, depending on your list size, your target audience, the number that you use for this may be different. Just as a general rule of thumb, typically I like to go in and clean my email list every 90 days, once a quarter anyways. So I'm going to set my trigger at 90 days. And you may decide you want to set yours at 180 days or maybe 30 days, right? But this number is going to totally be up to you. Now, the next thing that you want to do, add your condition. And then once the condition is added, you'll know that it now has a split path and it says yes or no. So our condition is has opened an email in the last 90 days. If they have opened an email in the last 90 days, then we're going to do nothing, right? So I'm just going to leave this little plus sign here empty because I don't want to do anything if they're opening my emails, they're reading them. But if they haven't opened an email in the last 90 days, we want to unsubscribe them. So I'm going to hit the plus sign here, and then I'm going to go down to action and then unsubscribe. So add action, yes. So if they make it to this condition, they haven't opened an email in the last 90 days, I want to unsubscribe them from my email list and make them inactive. So the last thing is to make sure you just switch this over to live so that this automation will actually start running. And then something else that you want to remember with whatever tag that you have up the top at the top as your trigger, you want to make sure that you add this tag to all of your automations, all of your rules, all of your forms for how someone gets on your list, right? So if you have landing pages that are set up through ConvertKit, you want to make sure whatever tag you use for that lead magnet, that you also add this tag as well, so that when they go into your sequence, once they've been on your list for 90 days, if they haven't opened an email, they will automatically be unsubscribed. And the only other thing that I want to mention is you will notice under bulk actions that there is an option to delete, but there's not an option to unsubscribe. And you may be wondering, what is the difference between deleting and using unsubscribe in ConvertKit? Well, if you do the delete option, this is going to completely delete and wipe out those subscribers and all the data and information that is attached to them if you hit delete. And if you use unsubscribe, then you will still have that person in your database. It will just show them as inactive. But if they purchase any products, if you have any tags, if they were a part of a specific segment, you will still be able to see that data. And so for me, I never like to delete people from my subscriber database, because my email list is actually linked to like my Teachable School, where I sell digital products and courses. It's also linked to my Calendly, so when people come in my list through like signing up to book a consultation with me. So I like having those tags available so I can see how people got on my list in the first place. If they bought something, sometimes people may buy something and then they unsubscribe from my list, and then like months later they're like, hey, I used to have access to this. And it's easy for me to just go into my tags and go to like, okay, people who bought this product, and then I can look up their name. Even if they're inactive, I can still see what they bought or confirm that they bought something or what email address they use or whatever. And so that is why I prefer to use unsubscribe versus just deleting them. If you delete them, there's going to be no record of any data, like they never even existed. All right. So just think about that. Depending on your business model, you may want to just use unsubscribe so that you have that historical data in there in the event that you need to pull from it, either for analytics or just for customer support. All right. So that is all I have for you guys today. Quick and easy tutorial, right? Thanks so much for stopping by my internet home. If you want to get access to other visual automations that I've already created, you're using ConvertKit, then check out the description and pin comment below and grab your copy of my email boss bundle. Inside of that email boss bundle, I do share links with tons of visual automations for setting up your lead magnets, for 5-day challenges, for webinar pre-emails and post-webinar emails, and so many other events in your business. So definitely check out the pinned comments if you would like to get access to those other visual automations. I literally just hit the share button and share those links with you so that you can just plug them into your ConvertKit account, tweak the emails, turn on your sequences, and you can start nurturing your leads and boost your sales. All right. Thanks so much for stopping by my internet home. Bye guys. I will see you in the next video.